So we're going to fight these charges.
Got my arm all messed up.
So tell them everything that happened. Like, what are your injuries?
I don't know. I don't remember going from the place I got injured to the hospital. I don't remember any of that. I don't remember going to the jail. So I was knocked unconscious, but I know I got stitches here. And CJ thinks I have some stitches here.
Yeah, she's got stitches in her right eye.
My elbow was knocked out of socket. My shoulder was knocked out of socket. And if you use fentanyl, I mean, put those all back together. So it's my elbow my bones of my elbow were sticking out like this. That's about it. They just used a lot of excessive force on me. I got some nice eyeshadow on now. So this is what happens when you film the police and they don't like you, Officer Kruger.
Well, let me ask you also, for everybody's sake, is how do you feel? I mean, obviously you're probably in some pain, right?
I'm in some pain. I'm in a lot of pain right now.
Okay. What can people do for you? What do you need?
Just always film the police. Always film them. That's all you have to do is always film them. Always make sure that you have a record of what they do to you. Basically. Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna. She needs to get home, guys. I know you probably want to talk more. People.
Yeah, we don't really need to get into too much more of that.
This is why I still feel officers that are boot levels with no rank, should not have the authority to arrest anybody. I mean, according to the Fourth Amendment, if you want to go by the true Fourth Amendment, it was written that you need a warrant signed by a judge, with probable cause. So why can they just snatch this up off the scene? I think a sergeant or a lieutenant needs to sign off on it. So it's their ass with the idiot that screwed up. I think that you hold the leadership more accountable, you'll have less idiots working on the street. I really do believe that.
Michelle Davis says roid rage, but if you look at the guy, he looks like kind of a pipsqueak. He doesn't look like he works out.
Nah, so he's a snake, man. That guy would go home and beat his wife and his cat because his dog would probably eat him alive if he tried to. So that looks like a cat kind of guy. He likes Mr. Fluffy.
Public Watchdog RTD says public servants have become anti-American. Well, you got that right, man. I mean, look at what they're doing, weaponizing the FBI against people who support the Second Amendment.
Perfect clip to play to that comment. Perfect clip to play to that comment. You know the clip I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah. 1941, man. Anti-American.
That's right. That's what's going on. We've got.
Where's your clip at? Where's your clip at? Play that clip.
Exactly that going on, man.
Play that clip.
I gotta find it.
Come on! You're supposed to have that thing on like push button.
Where are your papers, Mav? Where are they? Oh, you don't have any papers?
And that's pretty much what happened to Carolina.
Oh man, that is funny.
What you need to do is try to change that video and put a picture of Kruger's face on that guy's head.
Right. Hey, anybody knows how to do that, I'll send you the link if you can help me. So Angie B asks, hold on a minute. Let's see what Angie B has to say. Angie B asked, does anybody know if they've got the place in Atlanta, Georgia? I think building it's $300 million to give military style training to cops. I don't know about that, Angie. Send me the link. Brick Jonesy says, remove the Terry stop. Get a judge to sign a warrant before an arrest can take place. That sounds reasonable to me. What do you think, BZ?
I'm in 100% agreement with that. I mean, because the thing is even let's say you do have reasonable, articulable suspicion, these cops don't know what reasonable, articulable means because they're that dumb. They think, oh, you're acting suspicious because you bent down to tie your shoe. It's a Terry stop.
Yeah.
And we're seeing that with People versus Flores in California. So
right. Autodidactic Girl says, how could those two female cops just stand by and do nothing? Absolutely disgusting. Well, I was having a conversation with somebody in my channel on the Michael Ehline channel today. And I think we've come to the conclusion that based on the way the females had their body cams turned, that they may have been in on this. This may not have been them being matronly and nice. They actually had their cameras pointed away. This could have been a pre-planned attack.
I don't honestly think they had their cameras on because they weren't involved with Carolina. They're just walking around.
Well, they were turned away as if they were pointing their cameras away. So that makes me think that either they're just trained to always have their camera looking away when a fellow officer beats the shit out of somebody.
That could be why they have their hands here so they can just cover them or turn them.
Maybe that could be part of it. Yeah. I mean, the way I was trained is the only time you put your hands up here and grab onto your stuff is because you're looking, you can defend your face easier against a strike.
Well, you can defend your neck too if someone comes up behind you too. Put something around.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So they always tell you to tuck your chin when you're fighting.
Righteous by Faith says the rise of the Fourth Reich is actually in the Bible prophecy. That might be true. You definitely see the Fourth Reich in our public education system. All of our public servants have become like radicalized Marxists. It's a real problem.
No, I'm not gonna lie though. If you go back and look at those females' faces, it's almost like it happened so quick. Like they, instead of reacting, they were trying to process their brain.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Like, did this guy really just do that?
Because I mean, it happens like that. He said, "You're under arrest." She goes, "No, you're under arrest." Slam. But
right.
My whole thing about that is, you call for his supervisor. I don't hear him calling for medical, but then all of a sudden he has the time to go turn her phone off.
Turn her phone off, right? That's what I was thinking too.
And he's already been accused of taking Mata's body camera and never turning it in because he never got it back.
Yeah, he probably destroyed his camera. And that was real common back in the 80s and 90s with cops. They would always smash
this happened within the last 365 days.
Yeah, and so now even with all these laws, that it's like nothing's changed, guys.
Somebody saying my mustache like, "Hi, Misha." Actually, I shaved, guys. I even cut my hair.
Now,
since that live stream.
Lenny Malley says, "Welcome to Nazi Germany."
Told you. Play that clip.
Yep.
Now in
I guess not. I guess I got to go back and find it, guys. Sorry, thought I had it. There it is.
What is wrong with
Where are your papers, Mav? Where are they? Oh, you don't have any papers?
You
guys gotta admit this is great, right? We get it queued up for the next
we really need to put Kruger's face on that German.
Where are your papers, Mav? Where are they?
All right. We've seen enough of that for a few seconds, right, guys?
At least until we make the next Nazi pun.
I love when Lenny Malley comes into the conversation. That is great. Welcome to Nazi Germany, America. Papers, please. Yeah. Operation Paperclip. That's right, Mikey B. It's really interesting to see, all of the so-called uneducated, sovereign, cop watch, whatever. These guys know more about American history than these Harvard professors that are serial plagiarizers, right? DEI appointments that are teaching Harvard Law School. They don't even know what they're talking about. I look in the sidebar and I got guys dropping stuff about Operation Paperclip. That's when we brought all the Nazi and SS scientists over here. Remember that? The OSS, which was the precursor to the CIA. Yeah. And, right.
You know what? I really think they should allow us to defend ourselves against the cops. I guarantee you this shit will stop.
Well, you have the right to defend yourself against excessive force. The problem is you don't get the finding that you were in the right until after you're already dead.
Well, in this case, we can already see that Carolina had 4 charges on her. I'm trying to figure out how she was evading after she was resisting when she was knocked unconscious before she could resist. What was she obstructing? I mean, his donut break? And then, I mean, come on. I mean, really? 3 of those charges are bogus right off the bat. And one of them was just like fucking appalled.
That's right, Alan Hubbs, the Rocket Man also. You got that right, buddy. Yeah, so what we do know is that she got slammed and the guy's yelling at her to stop resisting while she's passed out, bleeding on the ground, obviously passed out. You can hear her gurgling. And what does he do? He charges her with all these charges. And then one of the charges they hit her with was making a false report or something.
No,
right?
Making a false alarm.
A false alarm because she said fire, fire, fire.
She said, hello. And she's like, hello, help, fire, rape, help. Well, this is community policing. But guess what? She wasn't in a movie theater. She wasn't on a beach yelling shark. The girls were laughing about it, giggling, and just walking away from her. So come on. Like somebody said, Stomper says those charges equal cover up. Absolutely. They're trying to go backwards in time to justify why somebody got face planted.
That's right, Stomper. And that's a great comment. Stomper says those charges equal cover up. And I agree with you, Stomper. and they always use these pretextual reasons. You know, they'll beat the crap out of you, and then in California they'll charge you automatically with the 148, which is resisting obstructing the lane.
Here's one point that a lawyer should point out right away. If you were going to charge her for falsifying a statement like a false alarm, okay, to obstruction, why would you tell her multiple times to go film across the street? Why would you have 2 violations, which is arrestable, and then tell her to go across the street? No warning, just
even a reasonably okayed criminal defense attorney would be able to beat these charges. But here's the problem: no filing deputy in their right mind at the district attorney's office would ever file a case like this unless they're just a complete tyrant.
This is Texas, bro. There's nothing but
never be filed. No charges should be brought in this case.
It's Texas, man. They're all dumbass bumpkins down here. Nobody knows the law. Nobody knows how to actually do anything down here. That's why they all take plea deals, because they don't know the law.